Hey guys, um, bear with me. I've got Theodore here. He just finished eating, and this is probably the quietest the house is going to get. Doesn't mean he's actually going to be quiet as we go through this, but I wanted to make a quick video just to kind of get some expectations as to what things are going to look like over the next bit while we're online. Um, Let me share this with you really quick. Okay. Um, so many of you have been wondering what online is going to look like. What is it that we'll be doing? And I just want to have a few guidelines as to what I hope and expect from you. The first thing is take notes in your journal. We'll be using Canvas for everything. So notes will be posted up on Canvas. They're going to be video notes that you'll watch. Yeah. The expectation is that you follow along watching those and putting into your notebook the notes. Um, there, there will be uploaded as well, like the printout notes that you would normally find up at the front of the classroom that you would fill in. Those will be available so you could print that out and put that in your notes as well. The notes are videos. They'll be YouTube videos. It's actually Ms. Lowry writing them out for right now, at least. So you'll be able to pause and jot down whatever you need to, rewind it to watch it again, whatever it might be. But the expectation is that you are putting the notes in your journal. And in fact, one of the first assignments that you have is to take a picture of the notes that you put in your journal. So you'll use your camera. You can go to like photo booth on your Mac and take a picture of it and upload it onto Canvas that way. Okay, so that is the first thing, is to make sure you are taking the notes in your journal. Put them in there, make sure it's all collected for you. Next thing, do the practice. The practice is paramount for you to know what you know or what you don't know. What normally would be your practice packet is going to be uploaded with all the problems on there, and that is what you're going to want to make sure that you are doing. It's going to make sure you're doing and keeping up with. That way you can ask questions on it. There will be daily concept checks over what the topic of the day is. Those are much shorter, a couple of questions there, again, through Canvas quizzes that are available for you. On those, you will have as many attempts as you want. That's kind of a making sure that you do understand they're, again, much simpler than the normal practice packet. That's why doing the additional practice that's posted there is so important. That way you actually know if you are working and you're getting real practice on things. At this time, I don't have posted up a key to that additional practice, I'll make sure that that is up at some point. But do the practice, and with that, make sure you're not getting behind on it. Now, I'm not asking for hours each day. Notes, the note videos are like 8 to 12 minutes of the note part, and then the practice, spend another 10, 15 minutes of practice. First ones are pretty simple, but just make sure you're keeping up with it. If you're having trouble with it, spend a little more time. Additionally, if you're having trouble, brings us to the next one, is be available for tutoring when you need it. So I tried a couple of conferences with you guys in the last little bit. Tried at 11 o'clock in the morning, and I think that you guys are keeping much different hours than I am keeping, which is a little surprising because, here it is 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm still up, but I'm also still going to be waking up at 7 o'clock. It makes for very long days, and I'm tired all the time. But I think that what might work better, and what I'm going to do, at least for this week, is Tuesday for core, Tuesday at 1 o'clock. I'll be available, like on the, at least for right now, on the Canvas conferences. So for core, Tuesday at 1 o'clock. For pre-AP, Tuesday at 2 o'clock, I'll be available. So that's where, if you are having problems with like making sure you understand things, I'll be here. I've got my whiteboard right behind me that I can work through problems, explaining things, going through whatever questions you might need assistance with. And some of you might be fine, and it'll be great, whatever, all right? But if you're struggling and needing some direction and assistance, then you can come to those, and we'll try this out right now, Tuesday at 1 and Tuesday at 2, and if need be, maybe we will have a second one later in the week. We'll try and figure that one out. Okay. Next one is pre-plan for testing situations to ensure an uninterrupted span of time. Mostly, at least for right now, that's going to apply to the district assessment, the Q3 district assessment. Once you start the test, you have 1 hour to finish it. So I don't care when you start it, like that doesn't matter. But from the moment you press start, you have 1 hour. You can't pause it. Like, it is 1 hour. So whether you start it at 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, whatever your time frame is, make sure that you are giving yourself that chunk of time to make sure that you finish it in there. At this moment, we're not sure how further tests are going to work. We're talking about that. Because right now we're not taking any grades. District says we're not taking grades on anything. So we're not sure exactly what we're going to do, and part of it depends on how long we are online learning versus getting back in the classroom. If we get to come back to the classroom, don't know. So this in particular is going to be for the district assessment and any quizzes that we will have in the future. Okay, discussion boards. Use the discussion boards. I'm going to post up some discussions for each unit. That way you guys can just get on there and post questions that you have. And then as you see questions up there, maybe you understand it and you can reply to that. I will also be able to reply onto those questions to kind of help figure things out. Maybe you're not able to make that online tutoring time. You just want to put it up there so you don't forget, or to see if somebody else has that same problem. Use the discussion boards. There are plenty of opportunities for you guys to be able to get in contact with me. Okay, so we can use the discussion boards. You can use email. You can email me. You can send me reminds. Like, I will be here. I'm here available for you guys. I'll be checking on those during normal school hours. Like if it's 3 o'clock in the morning, don't expect me to be looking at it. I mean, yes, I realize that that's when some of you might be doing it, but normally that's not when I'm awake. So use the discussion boards, answer each other's questions if you understand. Like, please feel free to add to the collaborative learning that we have here. Okay, next, check Canvas daily. Canvas, this is where everything is going to be. Our notes are going to be in Canvas. You will have daily concept checks posted up in Canvas. Again, the discussions are in Canvas. How we'll have our conferences is going to be through Canvas. Like, Canvas is going to be our central hub for all things for this class. We might have in Canvas, you might have some links that redirect or send you to do like an Edulastic maybe, or a Quizlet that's based off we would have our card matches, but because we can't do those in person because we're not in person, so we have some other ways of doing that. But make sure you're checking Canvas regularly. Okay, next thing, let's be flexible. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to make a lot of mistakes as I try and figure this out. I consider myself somewhat understanding of technology, but that doesn't mean that I'm ready for this necessarily. So we're going to need to be a little flexible with this. The plus side of flexibility is you guys get to be flexible with your time of when you do things. Like, we're able to do some things through this that we otherwise wouldn't be able to do if we were normal at school. Okay, you get to choose when it is that you are doing your work. You get to choose, what order you do things. Like, maybe all of your English stuff is up and you say, all right, let me do all my English stuff on Monday, and then Tuesday you do all your history stuff, and then Wednesday you do all your math stuff, whatever. Like, there is some flexibility in that as well. But just we're going to be working through this. We're going to be refining it as this continues longer. So chime in if you've got things like, what, Miro, this isn't working. Make a suggestion. You know, there's one of the discussions on there is how can we make this work better? Like, I'm gonna be flexible with you guys trying to understand, get this all done. You guys be flexible. We'll all do the splits at the end of this. That's how flexible we'll be. Communication. Because I am not seeing you every day, now more than ever, it is important for you to make sure you are communicating with me with any problems and issues that you have. Okay. Whereas before, I would be able to see your puzzled faces during notes. Now, I have no idea. So make sure you are communicating with me. Again, lots of different methods for that. You can send me an email. You can send me a remind. You can post up on the discussion board. I think you can even send a message through Canvas. Like, there's lots of different options and methods to communicate. I also ask in this communicate that you look at what I have put out there as answers. So like, if I put announcements out, look at those because it might answer some questions or issues that you're having. If I put more of these videos up, watch them so you know what I'm saying, what's going on, all that stuff. Okay. So those are some expectations that I have of you guys, some things that you can expect from me. You can expect that I will be putting stuff up on Canvas. Notes will be posted up on Canvas. There will be the practice up. So this practice, yes, you will have the posted up practice pack. You know what we would normally have of your practice. That'll be up. But there also might be those additional activities that we would have done in class. Okay, so there will be practice for you to do there. Again, you can expect me to have that tutoring time. We're going to try Tuesdays. Once again, Tuesdays, 1 o'clock for core. Tuesday, 2 o'clock for pre-AP. And this is in the afternoon, not 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay. Another thing you can expect is that Canvas will be updated daily. Okay. There will be new things available for you. Those daily concept checks that'll be coming through, and just all the things. Okay. I know that this is a rocky time for us as we're trying to figure this out, and I'm sure you guys have many more questions than I have answers for you at this time. But I'm here for you, and please reach out. We are going to try and figure all this out together, and we'll make it work. All right. That's all I got. I'll see you guys.